Hello, my name is Joe. I first heard about Xcode Life through Facebook. I saw an ad on Facebook. I had recently taken a DNA test through 23andMe, um, and I was kind of curious. It piqued my interest. I visited their website, um, kind of saw what they had to offer, and I thought it was, pretty interesting. Um, so at that point, I went with the super mega pack, the most expensive option, on a whim just to try it out. And yeah, I gotta admit, it was packed full of a lot of stuff. It was 11 total reports. All of them were pretty amazing as far as the amount of information that's in there. Um, it's pretty awesome. What I noticed from, because I also took the 23andMe health report, I noticed the 23andMe was a little more vague on their health analysis, and it didn't really tell you, like, okay, if you have lactose intolerance, what should you do about it? Um, at least with Xcode, when if found something that in your medical genealogy that looked interesting, you can actually find out ways. It's not a end all thing. It's just saying that, hey, you know um, based on our analysis, you might be susceptible to this, or have a likely chance or a moderate chance or a less likely chance. But it doesn't mean that you have that. It just means, hey, these are things you could look out for, and things you can do, um, to kind of veer off that path, which is pretty cool. I think, I found some pretty interesting stuff I didn't even know about. I kind of knew about the lactose intolerance thing. Um, I also found some interesting stuff, about being allergic to cockroaches, an allergy. I didn't know that was an allergy or not, or I haven't noticed it because we don't have any cockroaches around here. But um, it was some pretty interesting stuff, especially the nutrition, the dieting part. Um, I was, I think, deficient, or I might be deficient in vitamin B6, and it told me, some things I can eat or do, in order to, help get some more B6. So that's pretty cool. Um, I would think the most important thing I found, um, out of the reports would probably be the nutritional aspect. Only because I found out that, based on my data, that, certain, fats, like, I think it was, unsaturated fats, have the susceptibility of maybe, making me gain a little more weight. So certain foods, although I like nuts, it's kind of like, hey, maybe I should stay away from those. So, or just watch my intake. It also recommended, kind of like a Mediterranean diet for, my type, which is pretty cool because that's pretty much what I eat now, anyways. I love fish and I love, veggies and things like that, avocados and olive oil, stuff like that. So that's pretty cool. Um, I thought the ordering experience was pretty straightforward. Nothing, no gimmicks or anything like that. It was just straightforward. Pick out which pack you want. Again, I went for the most, all 11 reports. Um, and there was nothing that, no questions at all. It was just, click, buy, done. Upload my raw data that I got from 23andMe. Within 24, I would say actually less than 24 hours, I had my report. So I think I submitted it maybe 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time here in America, and I got it back. Um, I want to say in the morning, so it was like 14 hours, something like that, which is pretty cool. Um, I didn't have any experience with customer support because I didn't have any issues. So I never really went down that route. But I don't have any experience with that, so I couldn't give any input. Um, this was the first time I uploaded raw data, to any site. Um, I never tried it before. I just took the test through 23andMe and kind of just left it at that. So when I saw the ad on Facebook, I was like, let me give it a shot. See what happens. I kind of liked how with the 23andMe, I think their carrier reports were a lot less than Xcode as far as the amount of carrier groups they look for. I think there was like 500 in Xcode compared to 23andMe, and don't quote me, but I think it was like 100 or something like that. So it was like 5 times the amount or something like that. So I thought that was pretty cool. Because I'm a younger guy and maybe looking to have more kids, so I want to make sure that I don't pass anything along to them that I don't even know about. So that was pretty cool. Let's see, as far as uploading the data, I thought it was, I felt safe. I didn't feel like I was compromised or anything like that. It's a very secure website. I think the coolest part about Xcode is when you're done, or once you've uploaded your reports, you can simply delete your raw data, and it's gone. It evaporates. It's no longer there. They don't save anything, um, so your data's safe, and that's important nowadays. Especially with all this stuff happening nowadays, uh, to not have something as sensitive as your DNA info, which is pretty important, out there. It's you don't have to worry about it being stored somewhere. It's as soon as you're done uploading it and you get your reports, you could just delete it and it's gone, and that's pretty cool. Um, I guess I would be likely to come back again. I mean, again, I took all 11 reports, um, so I did the most that the Xcode offered at that time. But certainly, if they come out with some new reports or something like that's interesting, I would definitely be inclined to check it out, based on my experience that I've had. Uh, I would definitely recommend it to family and friends. I've already had uh, some family and friends, more specifically family, that has been interested in possibly taking, ancestry DNA tests and things like that. And I've already kind of mentioned, my experience here with Xcode, and I have a brother-in-law that actually was pretty interested on finding out some stuff along with him, because he's got some weird allergies and stuff, and he thought it would be a pretty good idea. So yeah, I would definitely recommend it to anybody. I mean, if with all the information, I mean, you don't have to buy all 11 like I did. Maybe if you just want nutrition, or say you have allergies like my brother-in-law, you just buy the allergies one. Buy them separately or buy them all. But it's interesting. If you want to just go down a certain path, in order one thing at a time, you can do that. If you want to know as much as you can, then you can do that as well. So that's pretty cool. So yeah, I would definitely recommend it to family and friends. I definitely enjoyed my experience with Xcode, and that's all about I got to say. Thanks.